Hello, comics and pop culture people. It's your friend Brian, aka Big Blue Fly, the comic guy. So I got a series of texts and a short phone call from a local game store owner that I'm friends with. Uh, he got a small, I mean small, little batch of comics in. They don't deal in comics, but I've let them know that I'm interested in looking at stuff if they do come across it. So they reached out and contacted me, and there were some things that looked like they might be interesting. So we're going to head down there and see what they got and see what we might come away with. So wish me luck, guys. Let's see what we can find. Alright, guys, so we're back. It's rainy, it's dark, but most importantly, we got some comics. So, that's what we found. Alright, guys, we've done our hunting, and let's see what we brought back. But before we do that, let's do the important things. If you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that would be awesome. Do those things to kind of support the channel. And I've got a new feature. It's the Buy Me a Coffee link down in the description below. If you're enjoying the content and you want to support the channel, It's a one-time thing. It's not a recurring thing, and you can do it as many or as few times as you want. If you want to help support hunting for those comics and bringing you the great content that I try to strive to do every time I put a video together. So, without further ado, I want to do a quick, real great shout out to Jesse and Lucas over at JNL Games over at the Kelso Mall at Three Rivers Mall. They have a great shop over there, and they always treat me super well. And I really appreciate them reaching out and letting me know that they had found some comics. Like I said, they don't really deal in comics at all, but when they get them for a good enough deal, they'll reach out and let me know that they've got them. So we headed over there and brought some trade stuff, some magic cards, and they were real interested in the cards that I had. And so at the very end, we were able to kind of work the comic books into the deal. So without further ado, let's talk about the books that we found and why we went over there in the first place. First of all, we got The One. This is issue number 1 from 1985. It's a book by Rick Veitch. It's an Epic book by Marvel Comics. Epic was kind of Marvel's imprint that was more for mature readers, kind of like Vertigo was for DC, but it was before Vertigo. So I guess Marvel did it first, DC did it better. But it kind of, it had all of the sex and violence and the curse words that you couldn't have in a regular Marvel comic. It's kind of like The Boys before The Boys was The Boys. So well before The Boys were ever thought of. And Rick Veitch is a really great creator. His stuff is pretty disturbing sometimes. He did a book called Brat Pack back in the day, which was pretty quote unquote interesting, and I thought this would be interesting to pick up. So got issue number 1, we've got issue number 2, issue number 3, and issue number 6. So I'll have to find myself a number 4 and a number 5, but yeah, not real expensive, not real valuable, but I thought it could be a really good read. So that was something we picked up there. Next thing we picked up was Fat Freddy's Comics and Stories number 1. It's one of those underground comics by Ripoff Press. If you're not familiar with Fat Freddy, there's a lot of stuff like the Fat Adventures of Fat Freddy's Cat, the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. Very much a bunch of counterculture underground comics, and as you can tell by the art style there, it's pretty unique. I think this one is actually a second printing. I think the first printing had a $1.50 cover price on it. This one has a $2 cover price, but I thought it'd be an interesting addition to the collection. And then, as you guys probably saw in the video, there wasn't a whole lot else that was eye-catching. Some old 80s indie stuff that really wasn't up my alley. But one of the things that they showed me in the pictures were some old gold key Star Trek. So from 1972, we've got issue number 15. And they can have some value if they're in super high grade. These aren't in the highest grade, but I figured, why not? And you'll see why not in a little bit here. So issue number 17, also from 1973. So when this comic came out, I was 2 years old. And issue number 40 from 1976. We're losing our angle there on the image, but, and then we've got issue number 44 from 1977. Let's see if we can get you a little bit better. So kind of what the top of the books look like. So the reason that I picked those up was that I was at a junk shop a couple weeks back, and I will show you what I found when I was there, and that kind of inspired me to pick some more of these up when I was there. I found that is issue number 1 from 1967. Not in the greatest shape, but it is Star Trek number 1, so it does hold some value. And then they also had, so we've got 2 copies of number 17. They had one of those. And 1973, we got a number 19. I don't know why they have Spock in the red shirt there, but okay, we'll go with that. And then we've got number 20 from 1973, a little, scuba action. You saw that in the old Star Trek show a lot, right? And Star Trek used to be, I watched that a lot when I was a kid. It was in syndication on TV, and I'd watch it every day after school, and in the summertime we'd watch it. And it was kind of one of those things, you guys are probably all too young to remember when we only had a limited number of channels. I believe, 4, including, 5 if you included public television. So, and then 1974, we got number 22. So pick those up, and those kind of inspired me to take a look at these ones when I saw them in the photos. So those are the books that we picked up, and I really appreciate Jesse and Lucas over there at J&L reaching out to me. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.